Are you in the zone or just staying in your comfort zone? In the zone is the experience of flow, where an athlete, musician, or other performer operates at a very high level with heightened perceptions of the present and a sense of almost effortless control and joy. This happens after getting out of your comfort zone and stretching yourself to meet the challenge that is at the upper end of your skill level. Is there risk in reaching higher? Sure there is, but there's also risk in stagnation. We call it graceful when an athlete, dancer, or musician can execute complex physical maneuvers and make it all look so easy. But that grace is the result of rigorous and persistent practice until the information needed for performance is encoded in the limbs and fingers themselves, and the brain has little to do except to experience the joy of movement and the emotional meaning of what is being communicated. What keeps us all from becoming as graceful in our particular roles as we're capable of being? There are many skills that enable us, and the lack of them can also block us. I organize them into 7 buckets called the 7 dimensions of wisdom. I use the acronym SOPHIA, S-O-P-P-H-I-A, which means wisdom in Greek, to represent these 7 dimensions. Let me focus right now on 2 of these 7. P for presence and A for assurance. Presence is the ability to be effectively in the present, not distracted by the past, the future, or some other concurrent events. Assurance is the ability to endure and to persist and persevere even when everything says you can't succeed. You may have noticed this pattern in yourself when you engage in an activity regularly. I've observed it in myself when exercising or playing the flute. When you begin the activity, you feel distant from it and not quite in sync. This is a lack of presence or engagement. After a warm-up period, your breathing and body movements become smoother and more synchronized, and you become more present in that moment. The activity becomes more enjoyable, and you want to continue. After a while, you become tired and or distracted, and you want to stop the activity. This is where assurance comes in. Assurance is a belief in or commitment to something which produces a sense of comfort during painful or challenging situations. This sense of comfort enables us to endure and to persevere through the pain. From my experience with performing music and exercising, if you persist beyond the tiredness and the discomfort with an attitude that is both focused and relaxed, you will reach a new level where you are energized and the activity again becomes enjoyable, and you feel able to continue almost indefinitely. This is getting out of your comfort zone and moving towards being in the zone. The pattern that I've described after you get past being tired is similar to what happens when someone is in a state of flow or in the zone. The difference is that the in the zone experience usually happens in situations that are much more intense and the stakes are higher, such as in a live performance, particularly one that is very important, such as a championship game. This pattern exists, though, not just in the performing arts or in sports, but in many other kinds of activities, such as at work or in your personal life. The only chance of getting to the point of flow or being in the zone and the superior levels of performance that go with it is to first get out of your comfort zone. It requires developing the discipline of being present and the assurance needed to endure and persevere through the pain and discomfort to reach the joy and the grace of superior performance. I'm Dr. Bernard Brooks. What are your thoughts about the comfort zone and being in the zone? Let me know at www.sophia.com. And that is Sophia with 2 P's.